Hello guys, how are you? This is Nagendra Bisht and I have come up with a video today which is the third video of this month. This is the third week of February coincidentally. And today I have brought out a video for you which talks about books but at the same time some tips along with it as to what you can do to improve or quicken or quickly read books. So some practical ideas about how to read books quickly. In this age of social media where you have this passive acknowledgement of social media post, you keep scrolling and scrolling and then your mind is busy with that thing and you forget after 10 minutes it's like you have already engaged yourself in that medium and your brain is not enjoying it. I believe it accepts the fact that the videos that you are seeing are not really adding anything to your brain. In sab ke beech mein, if you are not able to take out time for your book reading, then it's time to make some changes into your book routine and develop some habits along the way. I will talk about these points in this video. So the first point is monthly goal and name of the book. Sounds confusing? Well, what I want to talk about is कि आप जब घर का राशन लाते हो तो उसकी लिस्ट होती है, right? Even if you're shopping online for groceries or vegetables. If you go out on a vacation, what all places that you want to go to, इसकी भी लिस्ट होती है. In fact, रात को कौन सी Netflix पे मूवी देखनी है, इसकी भी लिस्ट होती है. And we want to just have list of all the things in our lives, but book की list. If you are into book reading, then before your month starts, at least have an idea as to which book are you reading in this month. Okay, I understand your problem. You cannot even finish one book in a month. So making a list is out of the question. Let me help you there. The first book that I want you to read this month, if you can, is What If We Stopped Pretending by Jonathan Franzen. बहुत famous writer हैं, इनकी और भी books हैं. But in this book, which is not more than I think 70 pages. This book is just 70 page long and it covers a real issue. It's about weather, how our weather is changing around the world. And Jonathan Franzen इसके लिए जगह जगह जाते हैं, बातें करते हैं, and then he also visits the forests which are getting destroyed all over the world. It's a must-read book. It's a short read. You can finish in just few hours. So इसे पढ़ें और ये बुक आप शायद 1 या 2 दिन में ख़त्म कर लेंगे. ये सिर्फ 115 रुपए की है and you can buy it from Amazon. Second book on the list should be very easy, very popular. In fact, very popular writer Ruskin Bond, The Blue Umbrella. You can know about the story of the book on the back cover of the book, but let me tell you, it's a quick read. It's not even 90 pages. It's I think around 83 pages, and it talks about a story of a girl who has a liking for a blue umbrella, एक नीला छाता, and she wants to buy it, she wants to have it, and for that she trades her important, very precious thing in her life, what it is. And what happens once she gets the umbrella, what happens to people around her, it's something that you need to read to know about. Ye book, again, like this book, finish in about 2 days. But the difference between this book from this book is that it's real issue and this is fiction. The third book, ye maine abhi padhi hai. It's about dreams. It's about 172 pages or 175 pages long. This book is a very easy read. Language बहुत simple है. It talks about, we all have dreams in our lives. This character also has a dream in her life. And if you read this book, story of Santiago the Shepherd, I must tell you, you will enjoy the journey. ये book शायद आप 3-4 दिन में ख़त्म कर लेंगे. तो ये तीनों book अगर आपकी list में हो जाएंगी, monthly list में, then I think by the end of the third book, which could be in any order, आप कोई भी पहले पढ़ सकते हैं, you will have read at least 3 stories in your head and the confidence will be on a different level altogether. I highly recommend you to do it. So क्या कहते हो इस लिस्ट के बारे में? I have given you the list. Tell me in the comments below, how did you find these books after you have read them or even before? Let me know. Possible hai? The second point that I'm going to talk about is sweet spot. Sweet spot. When I'm reading a book, I look for a sweet spot every now and then. It might come easily to me, it might not. But ये क्या है? ये एक ऐसा zone है when it becomes really easy to read that book. You want to go forward with the story, the characters make sense to you, everything is easy and you just flow with the story. But initially जब आप book पढ़ रहे होते हैं, then you have to sometimes read the first 5 or 10 pages, maybe 1 or 2 times. Some pages are difficult, paragraph समझ में नहीं आता. You have read one line, another, and then before you realize 2 पेज खत्म हो जाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ भी अंदर नहीं जा रहा होता है. Maybe the words are difficult, or maybe your mind is not there. So what do you do when that sort of a thing happens? अगर ऐसा कुछ भी होता है, then you have to just wait patiently to get into the character or the story deeply. You have to just be patient and read more and more. As you read, you will realize that gradually, at least on day 3 or day 4, your concentration, awareness of the characters in the book and the whole plot becomes easy. You are able to move from one page to another quickly because it's all coming together for you. और जब आप ऐसा करते हैं तो बुक पढ़ना आसान हो जाता है. However, if even on the 4th day it's not happening to you, then I suggest that stop reading that book and make a mental note in your head that you will read at least 2 to 3 pages of this book on a daily basis, even if you don't get it. Leave that book aside and start reading a funny book that can relax your mind and you are back on the track of reading. I've seen it, I'm reading at times, I'm reading 2 or 3 books at a time, and if I'm not into one book, I jump to the second book and it becomes easier, which is relatively easy. That second book is relatively easy. So the book that I'm suggesting to you is, now this is the story of a teenager called Adrian Mole. ये बहुत funny book है. एक व्यू पॉइंट है एक 13-year-old बच्चे के बारे में, क्या वो सोचता है, how his day is going. Basically it's a diary that he writes and he talks about various events in his life, be it mother, be it his father who are not in good terms, and what happens. You read it. मेरा हंसते हंसते पेट दुख गया. Sentence बहुत easy है. You can buy this book from Amazon for 343 rupees and around 272 pages of reading. इस book को आप, I think more than, if you are not reading it regularly, I mean you're reading like off and on, 8-10 दिनों में ख़त्म कर लेंगे अगर आप बहुत ही slow reader हैं. लेकिन अगर आपको plot interesting लगा, so then you can finish the book right away. I know I'm in a happy space once I start to read this book or even think about this book. वो कैसी ही फीलिंग है जैसे I get to know that आज मैं अपनी favorite web series देख के रहूँगा types. So let me know that if you read this book, आपको वो sweet spot आसानी से मिला कि नहीं मिला. The third point is characters. Sometimes it's all about characters. आपने कभी autobiography या biographies पढ़ी हैं? Like one of SpaceX's founder Elon Musk or Apple's Steve Jobs, or even our own nuclear scientist, the rocket man, our ex-president and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. If you find these characters interesting and inspiring, that is why you're reading their books. So अगर character inspiring या interesting नहीं होगा तो आप वो book पढ़ेंगे क्या? नहीं. So choose books which are character driven. I can give you various examples of books that are character driven and that are very interesting. But better still, I'll give you a link of the video right on the top somewhere here or somewhere here that you can watch and learn about what all characters that you can actually read. and what all books of these characters are interesting. Writers want to build characters that interest us, that we have sympathy for, that we want to fall in love with. Writer want us to be interested in their characters and their unique capabilities, like the Tintin, his adventurous capabilities which takes him from one place to another, like Mowgli of Jungle Book, his fun and frolic way where he discovers the jungle and shows it to us as well, or like the brooding and serious qualities of Sherlock Holmes mixed with his witty image that you have found in most of the books. And they're also movie characters. But today we're talking about books only. The moment you are connected emotionally to that character, like Sardi Ki Sham se Momo sa connection. I mean, it's a weird kind of an example. It's a weird analogy, but if you are invested in that character, you would want to read it. You are emotionally connected, and writers यही चाहते हैं. You explore the character just as if he or she is your personal momos. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? What I'm trying to say to you is that just the way you enjoy your momos सर्दी की शाम में, you would want to enjoy that character सर्दी की शाम और गर्मी की शाम और खूबसूरत शाम में with a cup in your hand, cup of tea in your hand, and you'd want to read that book. Try it. I'm telling you, it will work. The fourth point is give new author a chance. What I'm trying to say is that only good books by bestseller writers are not something that you should read. There are other books too, there are other authors too that you can read. इनका राइटिंग स्टाइल डिफरेंट होता है और आपको क्या पता एक ऐसा बुक मिल जाए जो आपको बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगे. मैंने ऐसी एक बुक पढ़ी, मैंने ऐसी बुक, I have not yet read this book, but look, I just picked this book from the bookstore. In fact, ये मेरी माता जी ने मुझे कहा कि पढ़ो. Now, this is a historical fiction. The writing style, it seems like, is easy, and हम और आप इस बुक को बहुत आसानी से पढ़ लेंगे. You know why? Because this book talks about Ashwathama's redemption, the rise of Dandak. That's the title of the book, and this book talks about Ashwathama. Ashwathama एक महाभारत का कैरेक्टर है जिसके बारे में I think you and I would be able to relate. हम सब जानते हैं कि महाभारत में क्या हुआ. So, you know, when you read this book, I'm sure the story will relate to that era that we have already seen in TV, read about, heard from people around us. So ऐसी books जो कि already जिनका context आपको पता है, आप पढ़ सकते हैं. And you can read these books very easily and quickly. If you look at the back cover of this book, if you read these two paragraphs, you will have an idea that what this book is talking about, and you will get to know what I'm talking about right now. And the second book that I want to talk about to you is Neil Gaiman's Art Matters. Now look closely at this book and look closely at the pages of the book. It is clearly a book which contains pictures and text. It's very easy and it's very interesting. क्या देख पा रहे हैं आप? So just pick this book. It does not mention any page number here, but it is just about less than 50 pages. So ये बहुत ही easy book है पढ़ने के लिए, and you can quickly finish it. At the same time, you will get a message from this. He's a famous writer though. He is not a new writer, but again I wanted to mention it to you because कुछ writer ऐसे भी होते हैं जिनके बारे में आपने सुना नहीं होता है. उनकी books easy होती हैं. Probably this book will introduce you to Neil Gaiman's writing. इस book को आप पढ़ सकते हैं very easily. Just pick it up from Amazon. It will cost you around 250 rupees I think, and it's worth the price, and you can read it in just one day or just 1 hour at the most. So give new author a chance. It will broaden your horizon. आप नए नए writing style से introduce होंगे और क्या पता आपको अपना book पढ़ने का genre मिल जाए जो आप interested हैं सच में. तो ये थी सारी books जो मैं इस वीडियो में मैंने cover करी, and you can read these books. I'll probably mention about these books in the description section. I can give you the link of these books where you can buy it from Amazon. So guys, I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this video. Share it with your friends who want to read these easy to read books, who want to explore the world of books. Probably they are fearful of the fact that books पढ़ना इतना आसान काम नहीं है, concentration नहीं लगती है, वगैरह वगैरह. मैंने आपको बहुत अच्छे और बहुत practical points दिए हैं where you can understand which book to read, how to pick it, how to develop that patience, how to go on that journey of book reading. And I hope you have a great week ahead. Thank you so much.